So as you know, new construction in Helena is pretty limited. There's some new homes being built that hardly anybody knows about. So I wanted to hop on here real quick just to share with you the available floor plans that are coming soon to Helena, Alabama. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Zach Jones, a real estate agent right here in Birmingham. I help people just like you buy, sell, and relocate to the Birmingham area every single week. So with that being said, let's take a look. So let's talk about these new houses coming to Helena. And this is going to be a part of the Hillsboro master plan community. And these homes are going to be located right between the Henley, which is another Hillsboro subdivision, and the high school. Something for you to know, there's only going to be 25 lots available, so it's going to be very, very limited, and there's going to be a lot of demand for these homes. And as far as pricing goes, the information that I've received is probably going to be starting around that mid $400,000 range. And the types of houses here haven't been built before. A home builder by the name of Steelvine, which is a U.S. steel-owned company, is actually going to be building these houses out of steel products. And if you can see here, these are the available floor plans that they plan to put out at the Wiltshire community, which is the new phase of Hillsboro. If you're just looking at these, the founder, there's going to be 3 separate models of those. And then right underneath that, it's going to be all the Shelby plans, Shelby A, B, and C. So you got a little bit of variety, but just not a ton to choose from. However, if you look at the bedroom count and bathroom count on some of these models, you have a lot of room to expand. And obviously this is going to cost you more if you do plan to expand into maybe one of those 4 or 5 bedroom models. So now let's take a look at the Founder A's floor plan. Got a nice exterior here. I love the porch on the front. This is a 3 to 5 bedroom or 2.5 to 3.5 bathroom model, anywhere between 2,400 to 3,700 square feet. And if you're following along with me now, you can see that as soon as you walk in the front door, you've got your living room off to the right. There's a small dining room area up to the front, and your kitchen is going to be right there in that front room as well. So your dining, living, and kitchen all right there as soon as you walk in. And then you go down the hallway, you've got a pantry for your kitchen, which is huge because I know a lot of kitchens don't even have pantries, especially in some of these new construction that you're seeing built now. You go to the right, you got bedroom number 2. Looks like it's almost 14 feet by 12.5 feet. If you go to the left, you actually walk out to the, looks like a little mudroom area that gets you to your garage. And I believe that little area over the top is probably going to be covered. It is a detached garage on this floor plan. And the neat thing about this is you've got a covered barbecue area, is what they're calling it, but a little covered area off the back of the garage. When you walk out this door, it's actually going to get you to your backyard area over here. All right, let's head back in the house now, and we've got the laundry room right there attached to that mudroom area. Looks like it's a pretty decent size. We're going to head back out to the hall. You've got that first little half bath there on the left. It looks like some closets on the right as well. And then you walk into bedroom number 3 on the right, same size as bedroom number 2, maybe a little bigger, about 13 foot by 7 inches and 12 foot by 6 inches. So not much bigger than bedroom 2. And then you see here, you've got that Jack and Jill bathroom. They both have their own sink, which is nice. So 2 sinks in that bathroom. And then you walk in, you've got probably your tub shower combo and then your toilet. All right, we're going to head back out now and head over to the owner's bedroom. Pretty generous size here. We've got 18 foot by 15 foot, and you've got a huge walk-in closet. It's like 16 feet by almost 9 feet. So you've got plenty of room for your clothes and other things that you need to store. And then you've got a decent sized little owner's bathroom, that ensuite right here. You've got a sink on this side and that side. You've got a toilet closet. You've got your stand-up shower, and you've got a tub right there. All right, guys, that's the main level for the founder plan. We're going to head up to the upstairs just to see the different configuration options that you can choose from. I'm assuming that this smaller floor plan, the 2,400 square foot model of this build, is going to be probably on the lower side, so maybe closer to that 450. So if you're looking at the second level now, you can see that we've got 3 separate configurations. You've got a 3-bedroom configuration, 4, and a 5-bedroom. This is going to be on that lower end of the price point, and then these will step up. I don't have the information on that pricing yet, but as soon as I do, I will share it with you guys. All right, if we're looking at that 3-bed configuration, the entire upstairs is going to be unfinished. So if you're someone who maybe just wants to get into this community but might not have that budget to get everything finished off right away, this could be a good option for you because you could always come back in and finish this later. All right, let's check out the 4-bedroom configuration now. As soon as you walk up the stairs, you're actually greeted by this den area off to the right side if you're walking up, and then you've got full access to that unfinished part of the attic attic or upstairs. And also if you walk around, you've got this pass-through bathroom with its own tub and toilet, and then you keep walking through and you've got access to that sink right there. You walk out, starting back at the stairs, you walk to the left and you got bedroom number 4, which is huge. It's like 19 foot by 21 foot, so really big bedroom upstairs. So if you didn't plan to actually use it as a bedroom, you could use it as some type of bonus space or playroom, game room, or theater. I mean, it's huge. And then you've got this pretty good size walk-in closet as well. Right now to the 5-bedroom configuration. If you walk up to the right, same den as the 4-bedroom, but when you walk into that attic space on the 4-bedroom configuration, this is actually where they built bedroom number 5. It's 18 foot by 24 foot, and then it passes through like a Jack and Jill bathroom, same setup in the 4-bedroom configuration, and then the same thing that we saw on the last one as well, that back bedroom here, bedroom number 4. And then it looks like you might have just some unused space here that you would have access to with this door, and then in bedroom 4 again with this door, you'd have access to that space, maybe for extra storage. In that little den here, you've got access to this little space over here as well. All right, guys, again, that was the Founder A plan. I'm not going to walk through the B and the C, but I wanted to just give you guys a look at what this one has to offer. Now let's head over back to the main website and check out one of the Shelby floor plans. All right, so if you're following along on the screen here, you can see the Shelby's got these 3 dormers on the top, a little more Cape Cod style or farmhouse style, if you will. And then you've also got this nice porch on the front as well. I love the exterior that they did on these renderings. Looks beautiful. And this one has the 2-car garage attached to it. All right, let's take a walk through the main level now. You've got that porch on the front, and then you walk in and you're greeted by the great room with its own fireplace here. And then you pass all the way down to the dining room area, and then that leads you to your kitchen. So you still get that dining, kitchen, and living or great room access. It's just laid out a little bit differently than the Founder plan. All right, at the front of the house, you've got bedroom number 3. It's almost 12 foot by 12 foot room. Same with bedroom number 2 here. And then they share this bathroom in the middle. It's not Jack and Jill, but they would just go out in the hall and use that bathroom if you got maybe 2 separate people living in that space. So decent sized bedrooms in the front. You've got 3 on the main level to choose from, so it's a great option. And then we head back and you actually have access to the pantry on this model straight from the kitchen. So unlike the Founder plan where you had to kind of go around that wall, you've got the pantry here, direct access, which is super helpful. If you keep walking back, you got a pretty good sized laundry room on the back here, and then you've got your back porch area that leads you to your yard. And if you look at the 2-car garage as well, it looks like you've got a door that leads to the backyard area right here too, so you'll have a good bit of space in that backyard. All right, now we're going to head back to the owner's bedroom. It's a 14 foot by 16 foot bedroom with a ensuite bathroom. You've got 2 sinks. You've got the tub here, pretty good size walk-in closet, maybe not as big as the Founder plan. And you also have a toilet closet here. All right, we're going to head upstairs now and show you the 3 different configurations that you can get on the Shelby plan. All right, this first one is a 3-bedroom configuration. It's going to be right around 2,000 square feet. You walk up and obviously nothing's finished out. Let's check out the 4-bedroom configuration now. You've got around 3,000 square foot. So as soon as you walk up the stairs, you got this flex space, somewhat of a loft space that you see in a lot of these floor plans. And then you've also got access to that full bath right there. And if you walk up to the front here, you've got access to that upstairs bedroom on the 4-bedroom model. So this is like almost 30 feet by 14 feet. So it's huge. It's got these 2 big closets here, and then those 3 dormers that you saw on the outside. You get that natural light coming in that bedroom. And then if we head back to that flex space, you see you've got room for future expansion here. And then you also walk back to the stairs, you've got all this attic storage space. All right, now let's check out the 5-bedroom configuration. So you walk up the stairs, you still have access to that main bathroom that we saw in the previous one, same media room or bedroom in the front. And the only difference is as soon as you walk through these doors that were open over here on the 4-bedroom, you actually have another full bath upstairs for this bedroom on the back. So this bedroom's like 16 foot by 15 foot, and you got a pretty good size walk-in closet here as well. Again, you have the same door to access the attic over here, but obviously you're losing some of that space because it turned into a bedroom on this model. And then you walk out the other side, and this is going to be over the garage area. That's room for future expansion. So if you wanted this to be a potential 6-bedroom, or maybe even turn this into another type of bonus space, you totally could. All right, guys, that's the Shelby A plan. So again, I'm not going to show you all 3 plans, but just wanted to give you guys a tour virtually on those floor plans, just kind of lay them out so that way you can really see what this builder is going to have to offer. So if you're interested in any of these homes out here at the Wiltshire, which is the new phase of Hillsboro, just feel free to reach out. My information is below, and I can keep you updated with everything as it comes out. Again, they haven't started building out here yet, but I know the model homes are going up soon, so I plan to get a tour of those and just want to keep you guys updated with what they're building right here in Helena, Alabama. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Subscribe below for more information like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.